Welcome back, sacred friends, to another episode of Inspirational Coffee Talk. My name is L.schonewill. I'm an inspirational life coach, a healer, and an avid coffee lover. If you don't already have your coffee, go grab that now and join me back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. So, in today's episode, I want to share what was shared with me many years ago that I found so helpful on my journey. And I call them the 4 allies to creating a beautiful life, because I believe if you're watching this channel, you're one too that wants a life that you love living. And what else could we call it besides a beautiful life? You know? So one of the allies, if you will, that I think is so important for people to know about is what I call momentum. And momentum is something that is so important because so many of us can feel, not necessarily that we are, but we can feel stuck on our journey sometimes. And when I'm dealing with my coaching clients, I often say to them, when they say, I feel stuck, I say, do me a favor. Take a minute and see if you can move your foot. See if you can step over there. And of course they do, and they can. And I'm like, okay, interesting how you can feel stuck, but not be stuck. And that's so important. That's why I call it momentum, because when we take a concept and move with it, and we even move our body, that creates momentum in our life. And it's so important that we utilize this momentum in life, that we keep going, even when it's hard, even when we think we can't go anymore, do anymore, that we don't trick ourselves into believing that we're stuck, right? Momentum is so important. The next ally is what I call completion. And what I mean by that is it's so important that we take time in our lives to finish the undones, the incompletes, to know what they are, to really wrap things up in a powerful way, in a way that brings us back to wholeness. Because if we don't have this, utilize this power of completion, then we can feel stuck. It's like when people feel stuck and they aren't using momentum to move forward, I bring them into the second completion. What still needs more completion? What's still undone? What still needs looking at? You know, there can be things from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, that we just sailed on through, like shove down, keep going. And it's so important that we take time periodically to say, am I complete with this? Have I brought this back to wholeness? We are meant to be whole. We'll know our life is beautiful when we feel whole in our relationships, when we feel whole in our experiences. What is still incomplete? What needs to be brought back to wholeness? What is some wisdom that's still there that we didn't get the first time around? And so we need to come back to this and gain more wisdom. And the next one is the power of reflection. And I love this one so much, because if we would take time every day, and I literally mean every day, to sit with and reflect on what's working, what's not. Am I going in the right direction? It's kind of like if you can picture being in the mall, and do you remember the mall where there was a map that says you are here? Well, how many times do we pause to reflect to say, where am I in my life? Do I know the you are here, where that is? You know, we can be living in today, but be operating 20 years ago with the beliefs, with the experiences of a heartache or whatever 20 years ago. And if you were to reorient yourself and to say, oh, I am here, where is that, right? How powerful that would be. And that's the power of reflection. Where am I? Right? And what still needs completing? What still needs more time to reflect on? What else can I gain from this? Am I going in the right direction? Right? So powerful. And lastly, this is so big, the power of celebration. How many times do we pause long enough to say, I'm so proud of myself? I bring this a lot to my coaching clients. I think it deserves so much attention. We don't celebrate enough. We don't celebrate ways that we're doing it right. You know, we can focus so much on should have, could have, wish I would have done it differently. But how about what I did right now? To bring ourselves back to the now, and what am I proud of myself? I have each one of them. Pick 2 or 3, as many as you can think of. Daily, I'm proud of myself because, and even high five yourself in the mirror. I'm so proud of myself because I accomplished this, because I was brave and I said what's true for me. Whatever it is, the power of celebration. What are we celebrating? What's really working? We can get so caught up in the small things, the little things that are annoying or whatever, and miss the bigger blessings, miss the things that are here to support us and move us next in our journey. I think it's so important to count these celebrations, to celebrate more. And every day I'm so proud of myself because I'm still here, because I keep going, because I don't quit when it's hard. Whatever it is, right? You deserve the credit. Put your hands over your heart and say right here, right now, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. And see if you can name at least 2 or 3 things that you're so proud of yourself for, right? So that's the invitation today. Be so proud of yourself. Take time to reflect on what's working and what's not. And when it's not, get momentum going in the right direction, right? Wrap things up. Take time to complete what's incomplete. You'll be so proud of yourself if you do it. All right. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you did like it, consider subscribing to the channel. And more than anything, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye for now.